G'day, Keithy here. Thanks for joining me. I'm home. Yeah, I'm so excited to be home. You didn't even see me have my excited hand up there. Yeah, I'm home. Thank God for that. I've also got my stitches out. I don't know if you can see that. So it's a fairly big old scar going on. I've got my stitches out, so that's really good. It doesn't make it feel any easier, less bad, I should say. It hurts like all buggery, so I'm still on loads and loads of painkillers. I feel like a bloody drug addict. The amount of painkillers I'm taking at the moment to try and just keep the pain at bay, and I've still got to take some other types of medication at the moment. That's going to be going on for quite some time. So that's something that I'm getting used to doing because I don't like taking medication on a good day, and now I'm being forced to take it just to make sure that things stay the way that they are at the moment and don't get any worse. As I watch the puppy dog run around behind me. Okay, so where are we at now? I'm home, obviously. I'm out of hospital, and I'm so glad to be out of hospital because we're starting to get a little bit stir crazy there, although I'm not going to lie, I am stir crazy here as well. I've already been out, tried to mow the lawn. I can't do that. I have to be a good boy. I can't do a lot of physical stuff because the last thing I need to do right now is A, hurt my head, B, make a bleed or something like that, and C, I don't need to risk other things like sunburn, etc. So I gotta be a good boy. I'll give you a little bit more information now. I don't know if you can tell, but I can tell that my speech is a lot better than it was even just the last time that I spoke to you, which was not far out of my surgery. So I'm feeling a lot better now. I'm feeling a lot more with it. So I can have conversations and feel like I can legitimately commit to and provide insight into conversations with people now, although I'm still having some issues. So the hardest thing for me right now is the speech and the spelling, reading and writing, the comprehension type stuff. So there is still a long way to go for that. It's still only early days. It's only about a week and a half, 2 weeks since that actually happened, since the surgery actually happened. So it's still early days yet. A very long road to recovery here. This is going to take 6 to 12 months, the recovery for this. I already know that I'm going to probably be off work for 6 months at least, and that's with good reason. I do work in the mining industry. If you've seen all my videos, you'll know that. It's very risky for me to go out there to do literally anything because there is a risk of things that could happen, and not only that, I've got to learn how to spell my name again. It's not a very good idea to go out and try and earn a keep without even knowing how to do what you've got to do. So there's going to be some time. There's going to probably be some retraining, etc., for work-related reasons for me, other than what I do here. I'm getting keen now to actually start trying to do little random things. So I did the other day. I don't know if you can see out there. I did take the mower around and did one lap around the lawn with the mower. So you can just sort of see the edge of where I've driven it there. Just to try and do something because I feel useless sitting here doing absolutely nothing. So I did the lap of the yard with the mower, which was really good. I'm going to have a go at trying to do just one area of the fence with the whippersnipper. That'll be really good. But what I want to talk to you about now as well, a little bit more about this cancer. So I'm getting more and more information, and I'm not remembering absolutely everything because I still have things going on up here. So I'm not remembering absolutely everything to do with this cancer, with the brain cancer. But I can tell you it's called a glioma, and I hope I spelled that right. If you know what they are, or if you've heard them before, you could probably Google them. It's called a glioma. It's a stage 2. So these things, brain cancers, generally they categorize them in stages 1 through to 4. Now, stage 4 is pretty much as serious as it can get. And stage 1 is like, don't worry, mate, you got this, it's all good. So this is a stage 2 that I've got. But there's still testing happening to this glioma to find out if it is an extremely bad, because there's different types within the stage 2 as well, which will determine the treatment that I have, be that cancer type treatments, or whether they even go in for another surgery. It's just going to be lifelong. So I am going to be dealing with this. I'm going to be having x-rays and things like that for the rest of my life. It's going to be going on for a long time, and I'm not going to lie, it's probably shortened my life quite a lot. That's something that I've had to come to accept, as hard as it is what it is, can't change it. I'm just thankful that I'm here, because, to be perfectly honest, if I didn't start to get these symptoms that I got, and if I didn't get home from the mines as quick as I did to start getting treatment, to start getting inspections, and to get things happening with this, I might not be talking to you guys right now, to be perfectly honest. So there was a lot of people that came together, and countless amounts of various specialists, doctors, surgeons, all of that kind of stuff. Teams of people. I've never had so many people make an absolute fuss over me, who got things happening, and that's why you're seeing me right now. You might have seen my last video and gone, oh well, Keith's been pretty quiet for a while, and not had any idea. But luckily, because of the professional work of the guys and girls up here in the Townsville Hospital, you're talking to me right now while I'm talking to you, and I'm very thankful for all of you guys too, because I've had a lot of comments, a lot of well wishes and everything, and I'm pretty sure I said it in the last video, but I'm going to say it again. Thank you to everyone who said well wishes to me, wishing the best, obviously, etc., etc. I do appreciate it. I did read your comments, guys. I may not have commented back. I'm actually trying to keep myself off the technology a fair bit while all this is going on, because I'm trying not to become one of those bloody zombies that sits on their phone all the time. I've never been like that anyway on a good day. So I'm just trying to occupy my time with just doing little things in the house and writing. I've actually been writing quite a lot, just to keep myself occupied. But I've also had to sleep quite a lot. So even though I'm getting better in terms of the speech, the talking, and knowing what all this is about, I'm also very exhausted all the time. So I'm sleeping 2 or 3 times a day on top of a normal bedtime, because it is very exhausting for me just doing anything like cooking. I had a go at cooking. I'm not real good at that at the moment. But I hosed the patio yesterday. I'm going to hose it again tomorrow. Make that a daily thing, just for something to do. Otherwise, I will become insane. I'm going to get into the lawn, do a little bit of what I can in small doses, just to keep myself going, to keep some kind of fitness. But I've also got to watch out for the sun. So I'll leave it at that for now. If you guys have heard of gliomas before, or if you want to hear more about it, don't be shy. Let me know. When I am a little bit more with it up here, I might discuss this a little bit more with you guys, to talk about gliomas and things like that. Needless to say, it's a very serious thing, and it's not the lowest. Like I said, it's a stage 2 or level 2, so it's not the best, but I mean, I'll tell you what, I did very well. And a lot of the people that I met and talked to in the hospital, the one thing that you learn when you're in a hospital is that there's always someone worse off than you. It doesn't matter how bad you think you've got it, there's always someone in a worse situation than you. And I met a lot of very inspirational people in the time that I was in the hospital. Same with the nurses and the doctors. It's just unreal people there. If you need to go somewhere and trust that people are going to look after you and they've got your best interests at heart, there's no better place to be going than that. And I actually got quite lucky with the new COVID restrictions up here, and the wearing the masks and stuff. I managed to just get out of hospital as all of the mask wearing had to start again, so I got lucky there too. Back at home, so I can be somewhere where I'm comfortable, where I can relax, and where I can actually do things and not have to worry about being around so many people, especially ill people, because obviously being in a hospital, you're going to be around a lot of ill people, and that's going to be very hard to try and manage. I can imagine they're going to have a very fun time. Although I've got a lot of appointments, meetings. So I just had another meeting today. I actually had 2 meetings today in the hospital. So I'm going back there about twice a week to see doctors and all kinds of neurosurgeons and whatnot, to get analysis, to get assessments, to get more data on what this is. And I tell you what, it's about 10 times now that I've seen the picture of the actual tumour that was in my head. It doesn't get any easier to see, I'm not going to lie, but seeing the after product, the result of what it is now, they did such an amazing job. That thing was huge. It was massive. And now essentially what I have is where they'd taken it out, it's essentially filled itself up with fluid. And they're keeping an eye on me now to make sure that obviously things don't bleed, etc., etc. And like I said, I've got the stitches out of here now. It doesn't look the best because I've been very gentle on it, especially with going for showers and washing it. I didn't want to cut it or anything like that, so I've got a special ointment, I guess you'd call it, all over this. I don't know if you've seen the whole thing. It's actually quite large. So I've got a special ointment on that just to stop it from getting any infection, etc. And just as time goes on, I will eventually get a little bit heavier on that. And I had a haircut too because I was starting to look like a bit of a serial killer. I was a bit over that, so that was one of the first things I did when I got out of hospital, was go and get a haircut. Thanks again to everyone who said g'day, who sent well wishes, and even people who know a little bit about these kind of things who have added their input as well to try and impart their knowledge to me on things like that, and even people such as Catherine who messaged going through something pretty heavy themselves. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much for reaching out and having a chat to me, and if you ever want to chat, don't forget, you know where to get me, down there anytime. So again, I'm not getting on Facebook or YouTube or any of that too often. I think it's been about 2 weeks now, or very thereabouts. Trying to keep off the technology and just focus on the things that matter at the moment, which is recovery, and just trying to get it out and about and keep a little bit of fitness as I can, and hopefully I can start improving that as time goes on. So as much as I've tried to do things, even stuff on the car, I couldn't do an oil change the other day as much as I wanted to. I'm hoping to be able to do that again soon and start getting basic videos out. So maybe I will start doing a little bit more. I'll challenge myself with the basic things that I can do for the time being. It's very difficult not being able to do some things. It's actually more annoying for me than anything because I want to be doing things, but I physically can't. I'm exhausted. So anyway, that's enough from me, guys. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Hopefully I can do something on the car. I'll try and fill you in with how this is going as I hear more information, and then more comes to light. Cheers, guys. Catch you next time.